Hello and welcome to Vermillion, South Dakota. As more softball here on the way, the Vermillion Tanagers hosting the Yankton Gazelles. I'm Zac Spear on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. And of course, what we normally cover both schools between our two streaming services, Yankton on Yankton streaming, with the Tanagers being on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. We figured, hey, send one crew here, and then there's Vermillion baseball starting at 5:30. Michael Schumacher will be on the call with that, and that will be on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. As just a beautiful day for softball here. Sun is shining. You've got a light breeze. Should be a lot of fun here. All Yankton Athletics are presented by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey with two locations, downtown and North Broadway, Yankton. So the Gazelles come into this game. They've got a record of 5-7. As I'll change that real quick, shows 4-7, now 5-7. As they had a couple games on Saturday, so it was in the mix of switching those quickly. But the Gazelles 5-7, Tanagers come in at 3-7. Gazelles are coming off a busy weekend. It saw them playing 3 games between Friday and Saturday, while Vermillion also had a couple of games, playing 2 on Saturday. Last year, these teams played, and it was a great game. It found Yankton squeezing out a win. Your final score ended up being 10-9, Yankton on top. A look inside the numbers of these teams, they are about as similar as they get. Yankton scores 5.6 runs per game, with Vermillion scoring 6.1 runs per game. Half a run difference there. And then in allowing runs per game, Yankton allows 9.9. Vermillion allows 10.2. Not really much of a difference whatsoever. Even though these teams are in separate classes, Yankton in AA, Vermillion in A, they get to play each other regularly. It's every year. It has been so far to the start of sanctioned softball. Both teams played this weekend. Hopefully both are ready to go and full of energy. Of course, they did have Sunday off, so you'd hope they are. Both have had some ups and downs this year. Yankton looking to get closer to a 500 record, while Vermillion wants to build off their last game, which was a win over Lennox, and I did talk with Coach Budmeyer about that and said it was really just a great overall team win and a nice comeback. In the standings, Yankton sits at number 11 in all of AA, and Vermillion sits at 12 in single A. Again, this game's set to have first pitch at 4 o'clock, as it's 3:35 on the clock right now. I did get a chance to talk with both head coaches ahead of this matchup. We'll start with our chat with Coach Budmeyer, followed by Jill Muth here on Yankton streaming on YouTube. This is your Yankton Medical Clinic pregame show. The Yankton Medical Clinic, so much care, so close to home. When we return, Coach Budmeyer.
Hi, I'm Franny Kiefer with the Yankton School District Alumni Association. We strive to create a community of alumni and friends who support extracurricular and educational opportunities in the Yankton School District through scholarships, grants, innovative education opportunities, and staff appreciation. With us, you will keep connected to a community of Yankton School District alumni and friends all over. You can help continue to pay it forward and help future graduates. Register today at the Yankton School District Alumni Association website.
My name is Kyler Johnson, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. Elkhorn Valley Bank is different from your national banks in that you get that personal relationship, that personal touch. We care about our customers. The bank cares about its employees. You have an impact on the local community. You're working with people in the community. You're trying to make the community better. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals are your locally owned and operated ready mix and rental companies available in both Yankton and Vermillion. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? You can also get all your hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more for any job you need to get done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals as your concrete and rental equipment headquarters of Yankton and Vermillion.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we treat our patients like family. We have an experienced and caring dental team. We take the time to make sure you understand your oral health and answer any questions you have about your dental treatments. We take pride in educating our patients. Whether you need fillings, crowns or bridges, dental implants, just the teeth cleaning, or even Botox, come visit us at 1818 Broadway Avenue. And remember, we take care of the entire family.
If you're into hunting, fishing, towing, or just want to blaze the trail, All Seasons has ATVs, UTVs, dirt bikes, and scooters from quality brands like Honda, Yamaha, and CF Moto. Needing watercraft? All Seasons has a large selection of quality boats and wave runners, and we take pride in service after the sale. We have friendly certified technicians that will winterize, summarize, diagnose, and repair your power sports equipment. In business for over 20 years for good reasons. We're All Seasons, Power Sports and Marine in Yankton.
Larson Carpet has all your flooring needs. Step into their showroom to see a wide selection of all types of flooring. They have soft and luxurious carpet that's sure to bring comfort to your home. Stylized tile to make any room pop. Different color options of hardwood to make matching easy. And convenient vinyl plank for when spills happen. Of course, with the best customer service in the area. Their knowledgeable staff will make sure to answer any questions you might have. Larson Carpet, 212 Walnut. Hello and welcome to our Coaches Conversations. I'm Zac Spear, now chatting with head coach Louis Budmeyer of the Vermillion Tanagers. Coach, how are you doing today?
Doing really good, Zach. How are you doing?
Doing great. Should be a good game. And, of course, our station, we cover both Yankton and Vermillion athletics. But I'd like to hear from you how your season has went so far.
Yeah, we've had kind of an up-and-down season to start. So returning from last year, I only got 4 girls coming back from last year. We had a really experienced team last year, a lot of very senior heavy. But so we're playing a lot of young girls, playing quite a few middle school girls at the varsity level. So we had kind of a rough start, which is as expected, but it's been a lot of learning experience, a lot of building confidence as we're going. And as of late, we've been playing some pretty good ball. So had a good big win last week against a really good Alcester Hudson team. Then this weekend at Beersford, we dropped against West Central, who is one of the best teams in the state for sure. And then we got a big comeback win against Lennox, which is kind of a revenge game from earlier this season. So hopefully just keep building confidence and just keep getting better and better each day.
And one thing I always like to mention about young teams is you usually see improvement from each game to the next. How has that been so far?
Yeah, that's kind of been our goal early on this year. I just told the girls our job every day, practice, game, no matter what we're doing, is just for us to get better. And we've kind of embodied that idea of just getting better, and we've been playing better as of late. The biggest intangible I see us improving at is just confidence. Starting a 7th grader and 2 8th graders, so it's kind of crazy sometimes to think about. Those girls were just playing U12 softball just last summer, and then now they're playing varsity softball. And we have a really tough region, really tough schedule with the DAC-12, and just anybody in our area in the state is all good quality teams. So just seeing that confidence in the kids and just getting better each day. That's all I can ask them to do. And we're improving as a team as well, kind of getting that chemistry going. A lot of new faces that haven't played together before. That's kind of the joys of coaching, just seeing the girls get better, building that chemistry, and just playing some good ball.
And when they're playing good ball, what is it that they do best?
When we're playing our best is we're just kind of being ourselves. So our team philosophy is to compete, and then we pride ourselves on being fundamentally sound. So when we're not making mistakes and just playing confident, even if we do make mistakes, they go make the next play, a next play mentality. When we're playing at our best, we're just kind of playing our ball, which is fundamentally sound, strong defense, and then just having good quality at bats. So when we string that stuff together, when you string good things together in a game, just keep competing and you give yourself a chance at the end of the day.
And you now host the Yankton Gazelles. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
It's an exciting one. It's always exciting. A lot of our girls here in Vermillion have played for Yankton in the summer, so it's a lot of familiarity with that. They play together in the summer, so they know the girls. It's kind of a rivalry between us two. It was a heck of a game last year. We went to Yankton, and it was ended up being a 1-run game, I believe, last year, kind of back and forth type game. So it should be a good one. It's a good program. They've won quite a few games, and Yankton has a tough schedule playing in that AA. There's a lot of good teams in AA. So I'm excited for the opportunity today to play a rival right down the road, and this year we get to host them. So we'll see what happens.
And then who are a couple of players on your team that have made big plays game in, game out?
We're pretty senior-led with our making big plays, that's how it should be. They've played for many years. Maya Halverson, she'll be our starting pitcher. She's been pitching really well as of late. And when she's efficient on the mound, throwing strikes and being aggressive, She's doing a good job. Then we got Madigan Wallen behind the plate. She is a Mount Marty commit, so she's been playing really good balls of late, kind of getting the stick going and then being a leader behind the plate. Then also we have another senior, Christian Mosier, who is our third baseman. She'll be our leadoff as well. So a lot of everybody we always talk about as a team. It doesn't matter what way you contribute, but just find a way to make an imprint on the game to contribute to the team and for us to go out and compete and try and get a win.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the time. Thanks, and we'll talk later.
Perfect. Thanks, Zach.
Again, that was head coach Lewis Budmeyer of the Vermillion Tanagers. When we return, we chat with Jill Muth, head coach of the Gazelles.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Whoa! I knew I should have had those brakes checked at Graham Tire. It's all about safety. Tire mounting, balancing, wheel alignment, and shocks and struts and batteries, oil changes, and lube service. Graham Tire does these every day. And there's over an acre of tires. Graham Tire has them all, big and small. Tires for cars, trucks, campers, trailers, big rigs, and tracks. Honesty and integrity is a matter of pride since 1951. Graham Tire, Yankton. Welcome to JR's Oasis, your one-stop food and gas shop. Proud to serve Phillips 66 regular, premium, and diesel fuel. After fueling, go inside for slushies and shakes, ice cream cones, and now offering a full line of healthy, chilled items and snacks. JR's hot menu is great for breakfast, lunch, and supper, featuring the famous Hammer Breakfast Sandwich and fresh hand patty burgers. Try the new Cafe Tango frozen coffees for that extra boost of deliciousness. JR's Oasis, East Highway 50, Yankton.
Welcome to the Bone Setter Chiropractic. I'm Dr. TJ Stoats. Our office is located at 215 Mulberry, Suite 9 in downtown Yankton. At our new and inviting clinic, we offer a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, exercise and nutrition advice, as well as state-of-the-art examination techniques. The Bone Setter brings you comfort when there is discomfort. The Bone Setter, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, or online at thebonesetter.com.
Fashionistas, fall is here. Let's turn some heads. 9th Street Clothing Company will help you mix and match. 9th Street has flirty fall fashions for men and women to help season or layer your wardrobe. Formal dresses, tuxes, ladies' shiny shoes to men's stylish hey dudes. After you fashionize, accessorize with fun, fashionable shades, necklaces, earrings, purses, and wallets. Be the fashion of the times and get dressed to the nines. 9thStreetClothingCo.com.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Wesselin in Yankton today.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Rhonda Wesselin for your personal price plan today.
On our Coaches Conversations, chatting with head coach Jill Muth of the Yankton Gazelles. Coach, lots of softball action within the last 4 days, coming off 3 games between Friday and Saturday. And on Saturday, we saw your team come up with 2 big wins. What went well in those games?
Yeah, you know, I think our bats were really good. We hit the ball really well against 2 decent pitchers, and we just came up with not only just hits, but some good timely hits as well. So that was really nice. And then I thought in the first game, Reese Gary pitched really well for us. And then in the second game, Madison and Daly both did a nice job for us there. And I thought overall, on the 2 games, I would say our offense was really good, and at times our defense was decent or pretty good, and then at times we were a little shaky in the field. We had, one kind of tough inning against Pierre, but for the most part, otherwise, I thought we were okay defensively.
And the bats truly were rolling. I wanted to point out Eliza Gurney and Kyra Churchma. In those two games, they combined for 11 for 17 at the plate. When you've got a couple batters who are getting hits in over half their attempts, how does that affect the rest of the team?
Yeah, those two both had outstanding days on Saturday, and, it's nice to bat when you have girls on base. It just puts a little more pressure on the defense and a little more pressure on the pitcher, and it's nice to have an opportunity to get some RBI. So I thought having those two on base was really big for our team.
And then on top of that, your team consistently with 2 outs would find ways to string some hits together and get runs off of those. How does that then turn into, the next inning playing in the field?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can score with 2 outs, that's a definite positive. To be able to then, go out there and have a lead or have a bigger lead is always nice. It, just puts the opposite, puts a little less pressure on our pitcher and takes a little pressure off of our defense to know that, we are in the lead and we have a lead and we just got to go out and do the things that we know we can do.
And coming up, not a far travel as you take on the Vermillion Tanagers. What are the key points that you'd really like to emphasize of your team in this one?
Everybody do a little something. Everybody find a way to do something that you can to help the team, Don't swing at a bad pitch or make a routine play or be positive, give a high five, find a little something that you can do to make us a little better.
And it seems like the season has just started, yet we've got less than a month to go. This is usually when teams are really starting to look at the standings a little closer. Have you been keeping an eye on that? And then do you have a goal for what position you'd like to see your team in come end of the year?
It is the PowerPoints and the seeding. It is changing every day. Every team plays, and this team winning makes this one go up and this one go down, and this points go up and this points go down. And so to try to figure all of that out is too much, and I even have a math degree, by the way. Our focus is simply just go play hard and do the best we can and take care of what we can do, and then that's going to fall where it falls.
If you can come out on top, it's always going to help, right?
Right.
Well, Coach, thanks as always. We will see you in Vermillion shortly.
All right. Hey, thanks for your coverage, Zach. We appreciate it.
Again, that was head coach Jill Muth of the Yankton Gazelles on our Coaches Conversations. When we return, the Gazelles and Tanagers will take to the field, all on Yankton streaming on YouTube. Slumberland Furniture in Yankton, the place to shop for your next new mattress. Find brands like Stearns & Foster, Nectar, and the hottest selling mattress, Purple, measured for your comfort and a dream-laden night's sleep. There's the new Adapt by Tempur-Pedic as well. Slumberland Furniture has Flex Steel furniture too, comfy and classy. That's Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway, Yankton.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Make it a double. No, make it a triple. Triple Time Rudy's in Yankton. Stop for premium, ethanol, or regular gas anytime with pay at the pump. Or stop in during regular hours to find the meats, cheeses, beverages, snacks to fuel you up. There's oil, grease, and more for your vehicles, gift cards, and unbeatable staff in just the right amount of that personal service. Make it a Triple Time Rudy's, corner of 17th and Broadway, Yankton.
Less than perfect. You are You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it, and we're here to help. Because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Roy Wilcox in Yankton today.
Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team specializing in all things heating and cooling, as well as heat and glow gas fireplaces, wood fireplaces and stoves, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, and all styles of ductless mini-split system. Whether you are building or remodeling, our team of experts are the best in the business and guaranteed to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Remember, Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team for all things heating and cooling for the past 76 years. Go Bucks and Gazelles!
And back on our Yankton Medical Clinic pregame show as we near first pitch, set for 4 o'clock here today in Vermillion. Again, sunshine and a light breeze, a beautiful day for softball. I don't think on the field we're going to have starting lineups or our national anthem, so we'll just do that here in a moment. The Gazelles coming off a couple of wins, though. They played 2 on Saturday, and they came out on top in both of them. In the first game, starting at 9 a.m. in Sioux Falls, Yankton defeated Pierre. Your final score, 12-7. Reese Gary was on the mound the entire way through, pitched all 7, gave up 7 runs. It was only 1 earned run, though. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks only, and 8 hits given up for Reese. It was just an incredible game. Of course, we chatted with her after the Watertown game, and just really, for someone who had 3 innings pitched before that game, to come and pitch the full game and to only give up 7 runs was just really impressive. And then right after that, he started a little before 11:30. The Gazelles took on the Watertown Arrows, and that final score ended up being Yankton 8, Watertown 5. And in that one, Madison Gerard and Daly Hughes did the pitching. Gerard started on the mound, pitched a little over 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, 7 hits, had 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Then Daly Hughes pitched out the remainder of the game, gave up 0 runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. So Daly Hughes definitely a player to keep an eye on, as you can see improvement game in, game out on the mound, feeling more comfortable, getting some big hits here. And again, just someone to keep an eye out on, as we'll start with our starting lineups here. They're brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermillion. For all your heating and cooling needs, it's Larry's Heating and Cooling. Anytime, any day. We'll start with the Vermillion Tanagers, who are hosting the Gazelles here at home. They come in at 3-7, coached by Lewis Budmeyer as the 12 seed. Leading off, it'll be third baseman number 2, Kristen Moser. Up next, the shortstop number 12, Dylan Wagner. In the 3 spot, catching number 9, it's Madigan Wallen. In the cleanup spot for the Tanagers, she'll also be on the mound, number 5, Maya Halverson. In left field, batting 5th, number 7, Quentin Christensen. The designated player in the 6th spot, number 29, it's Madeline Eisenbeis. Then at first, number 20, Jenna Peterson. In center field, batting 8th, number 4, Izzy Richardson. And to round off the batting lineup for the Tanagers, at second base, number 18, Malia Johnson. And then also playing the field in right field and as the flex player, number 3, it's Reagan Lee. Your starting lineup for your Yankton Gazelles. Leading off, it'll be shortstop, number 2, Jocelyn Burns. On deck, the pitcher, number 11, Madison Gerard. In the 3 spot, wearing number 1, first baseman, Madison Musfelt. And hitting cleanup for Yankton, it'll be number 23, Kyra Churchma. Churchma will be at third to start this game. In the 5 spot, designated player, number 29, Daly Hughes will be batting. In right field, batting 6th, number 8, it's Ava Gerard. At second base, batting 7th, wearing number 6, it's Brooklyn King. In center field, the senior number 12, batting 8th, Haley Schulte. And another player we just recently interviewed here, left fielder number 22, it's Eliza Gurney. Then behind home plate catching, number 10, is Isabel Sheldon. She will be the flex player as well. Again, a little different than what we're used to, as Kyra Churchma has done majority of the catching, but we did see something bothered her when she was catching in that first game against Pierre. You wonder if that has something to do with it. Either way, it will be Sheldon behind home plate protecting. Madison Gerard on the mound against Maya Halverson for the Tanagers. That is your pitching matchup here in today's game. 3:57 on the clock. The umpires over home plate. Again, not quite sure when everything is going to get up, ready to roll and running here. As we'll take one quick break. We'll be back in a moment, just in time here for first pitch. It's all in Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
From simple sniffles to complex health conditions, the primary care providers at Yankton Medical Clinic will not only see you for your annual visits, screenings, and preventative care, but also provides care for the entire family, from pediatrics to adults. With 4 clinic locations and 15 outreach locations throughout South Dakota and Nebraska, compassionate, quality medical care is closer than you think. For more information on providers, services, and locations, visit our website, yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
Dive into the delicious all-you-can-eat Asian buffet, featuring mouth-watering Asian cuisine like broccoli beef, General Chicken, sesame chicken, so much more. Or choose from a fresh selection of meats, noodles, rice, vegetables, Asian-inspired sauces, and watch them sizzle on the Mongolian grill. Plus tantalizing desserts, including ice cream. Get your fill at King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, North Broadway, Yankton.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
As we continually strive to improve the quality of service we provide the Yankton community, the Garden of Memory Cemetery and Winston Ray Funeral Home are pleased to announce the completion of a brand new columbarium. This columbarium is constructed of granite, designed to withstand the test of time. It is for those families choosing cremation and features above-ground outdoor niches, which includes a bronze plaque to memorialize your loved one, as well as indoor glass front niches where families can create a unique memorial with pictures or other family heirlooms. For more information, please give us a call at the Winston Ray Funeral Home in Yankton.
Back to the field here in Vermillion, South Dakota. A minute away from our set first pitch. No PA here in Vermillion. Makes it a little tricky to know exactly when things are getting started. I don't think they'll have national anthem or starting lineups here on the field. But either way, we're here. We'll be ready for that first pitch. Gazelles will take to the plate first with the Tanagers playing the field. Tanagers as the home team wearing the all-red jerseys and pants, trimmed out in black and white. Then on the flip side for Yankton, they've also got red jerseys. Black pants, though, and their jerseys trimmed out in white, as both teams' primary colors are red, white, and black. Either way, it should be pretty easy to tell them apart with the different colored pants. Gazelles come into this one 5-7. Tanagers at 3-7, as this is a inter-class. As a single-A team in the Tanagers hosting the double-A Yankton Gazelles. But this has been a game that they played every season since softball became officially sanctioned, and since, of course, we started covering it at the station. Glad to be here. As the coach is still meeting over home. So we'll just continue our pregame as long as we need to here, as we've hit 4:01, but it looks like we are getting pretty close here, as we'll take a look at the coaches poll in softball. Now, there's not a South Dakota media prep poll, but there is a coaches poll for rankings, and we start with Class AA. Coaches in AA ranked Harrisburg Tigers at number 1 with 28 points. They were 4th last week. They're 1st this week. Sioux Falls Lincoln will fall from 1 into the 2 spot. Brandon Valley shortly behind at the 3. Jefferson, Sioux Falls Jefferson, that is, the Cavaliers in the 4 spot. And Rapid City Stevens, the 5th team on that AA coaches poll. Also receiving votes was the Sioux Falls Washington Warriors. They had 7 points with the 5-seeded Stevens Raiders at 11. And then into Class A, ranked atop the rest is West Central, the Trojans, at number 1 with 20 points. They were 4th last week. Under them in second place, the Del Rapids Lady Quarriers with 14 points. In the 3rd spot, the Tri-Valley Mustangs. They got 12 points. Fourth spot is Madison, the Lady Bulldogs, with 7. And then in the 5 spot, the Dakota Valley Panthers with 6 points. Now also receiving votes was the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, who got 1 vote. Then into Class B, on top is Alcester Hudson. They were 6th the previous week, and now coming into it, they are number 1 with 30 points. Castlewood Warriors in the 2 spot with 23. In 3rd is the Dual Cardinals, 15 points. In 4th, the Chester Flyers with 13, and then a tie for 5th place in Class B, the Gayville Volun Raiders and the Avon Lady Pirates. Again, they're tied in 5th with 3 points apiece. Also receiving votes, the McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars with 1. Bonhomme Cavaliers got 1 vote, and the Florence Henry Falcons also got 1 vote. Do want to point out, though, Alcester Hudson, Gayville Volun, and Avon are teams that, should they make it to the state tournament, we are looking to possibly cover those teams at the state tournament in Aberdeen this year. Of course, we'll keep you updated on what we'll be covering come time for the state playoffs. You'll want to keep it tuned on Classic Hits 106.3 and ESPN Radio, FM 101.5, AM 1570. Also going on later today, the Vermillion High School baseball team will be playing. Michael Schumacher will be on the call for that, as that will be on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. That starts at 5:30. So with this game starting around 4, there's a good chance you can watch the final pitch of this game and flip right over to watch the Vermillion baseball, as lots going on and could not ask for nicer weather for it. Take a moment to thank our Sportscaster Club members. Of course, this is on Yankton streaming on YouTube, so it's the Yankton Sportscaster Club members. Big thank you to our Vermillion ones as well, as they'll be represented in the baseball with Michael Schumacher. And then a thank you to our Element sponsors, who include First Dakota National Bank of Yankton, our corporate sponsor. Our pregame is brought to you by the Yankton Medical Clinic. Starting lineups brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermillion. All replays brought to you by Yankton Winnelson. Water breaks and timeouts from Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton. Our scoreboard is brought to you by the Fox Stop of Yankton. Of course, no halftime during softball or baseball, but during the football and basketball seasons, halftimes brought to you by Vichy Yankton. Postgame is also First Dakota National Bank, and we have a hot hitter of the game at the end of each game, and that's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Tanagers break out of their huddle. They'll take to the field first, and as expected, will not have the national anthem or starting lineups on the field here. So right into the action we go. Tanagers home, wearing all red. Gazelles with red jerseys, black pants, and leading off here for Yankton, it'll be Jocelyn Burns. She goes against Maya Halverson, the lead pitcher for the Vermillion Tanagers. She's pitched just over 45 innings on the year, as she has a just shy of 9 ERA, 8.956, and 75 strikeouts in those innings pitched. So what that tells me is that she gets a lot of strikeouts when she's in the circle. On the flip side, Jocelyn Burns bats over 300, as she's led off most games here this year for Yankton. Burns a .316 batting average as we load up the Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. Her on base is .342. And just a really good leadoff hitter in Jocelyn Burns for the Yankton Gazelles. Madigan Wallen will be behind home plate for the Tanagers, framing some pitches, doing her best trying to get calls strike for her pitcher. And the first one does get in, hits the outside zone. Strike one. Burns at the plate. Halverson in warm-ups was throwing accurately. We'll see if she should keep that, as Burns lofts it over to shortstop. Throw makes it just in time, as that'll be an out here. A soft hit line drive from Burns. Bounces, thought she might have a chance to outrun it. Unable to at first, as that will bring up Madison Gerard to the plate. And Madison Gerard was one that I didn't mention in the interview. Absolutely should have, as she had a fantastic day at the plate on Saturday between the two games. First pitch, she'll take it high and outside, ball one. No runners on and one out here. Gerard facing against Maya Halverson in the circle for the Tanagers. Swing and a miss there, evens it up 1-1. Started at about 4:05 here. Gerard another swing and a miss. 1-2, that makes the count. Now she'll have to protect. Was a little ahead of that one. Halverson with the advantage in the circle right now. We'll see what she throws with the 1-2 pitch here. Lone inside it goes, ball 2. Gerard a smart hitter. She bats .342. An impressive batting average. That went up certainly after Saturday. Next pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. Count now full. 1 out. No runners on. Maya Halverson working in the circle. Madison Gerard at the plate. A pitcher's duel as Gerard will pitch in the bottom half of innings to start for Yankton. The payoff pitch from Halverson. That gets in. It's strike 3. And out number 2. Halverson gets her first strikeout of the game. That'll be 2 up, 2 down here for Yankton. Madison Musfelt now up to the plate. 2 outs, no runners on she faces. 2-out hitting was something Yankton did well over the weekend. First pitch is in for strike number 1. Right now, Maya Halverson firing in well. Musfelt the 0-1 count, awaits the next pitch. Swing and a miss, make it 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here. Having to protect is Musfelt. 2 outs, no runners on. The next pitch is low. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Halverson working against Musfelt now. Coming off the strikeout. A swing and a miss. She's got another. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning for Yankton as it's no runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Tanagers at the plate here for the first time of the game. When we return, leading off for Vermillion will be Christian Moser with Dylan Wagner on deck and Madigan Wallen in the hole.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
As we return to the field, Madison Gerard will take into the circle behind home plate. A little different from the normal. It's Isabel Sheldon catching as Churchma will be moved to third to start this game. We'll see if that continues. Either way, we'll load up our graphic as we're now to the bottom of the first inning. Again, Gerard. Well, I selected the wrong image. We'll correct that real quick before the bottom of the first is ready to go. One more pitch here from Gerard, and now you'll see the throwdown from Sheldon. Sheldon with a nice throwdown as the Tanagers await the first pitch leading off. Again, it's Kristen Moser, the third baseman for the Tanager. A senior for her squad, bats just shy of 400 on the year. 389 her batting average with her on-base percentage at 395. So a very capable hitter at the plate here for Vermillion. Gerard, her first pitch. As right away, don't know if she was off balance, just stopped, so it'll be ball 1. Now for the first actual pitch here. Starting with a 1-0 count. Moser fouls it off, goes to the backstop. Even up at 1-1. Getting a little odd there as Gerard kind of didn't know if she knew the ump was set or not. And it's just an automatic ball when that happens. So 1-1 your count. Next pitch outside for ball 2. We've seen Gerard pitch in each game outside of that Saturday game against Pierre. That is the only game she has not been in the circle at all. A foul ball, good connection there from Moser. A grounder down the third base side. So we're even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes here. The 2-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss as Gerard's got her first of the game. 3 strikeouts and 4 batters, though, in total for the game. Brings up Dylan Wagner to the plate. Wagner, a lefty here for the Tanagers. A 7th grader batting second in their lineup. As Coach Budmeyer said, they've got a few young hitters as that one hit over to Burns. Burns fires it to first in time, gets it for the second out. Wagner nearly able to leg that one out. Burns had a nice pickup and a good strong throw to first for out number 2. That brings up Madigan Wallen, the catcher for the Tanagers, to the plate. She bats .438 so far this year. As she gets a good piece of that one, just gets past Brooklyn King into right field for a base hit. Tanagers get the first hit of the game, and Madigan Wallen standing on first with a single. That brings up cleanup hitter, pitcher, Maya Halverson, as Wallen, the catcher, now on first. 1 runner here, 2 outs. Halverson, another pitcher's duel here. As a throw down to first, gets through into right field. Taking off for second is Wallen. Wallen, round second, finds herself in a pickle now. As they throw to third, Churchma gets the tag. So Madigan Wallen ends up getting tagged out. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and that'll make it none left on base as Wallen gets tagged out at third on the slide. We head to the top of the second inning. No runs scored here yet.
Imagine working for a successful global business with customers in 140 countries. That's Vishay Intertechnology, a Fortune 1000 maker of electronic componentry. Now imagine a company of that size with that kind of stability and a caring family-like environment. Learn more about what you can do at Vishay by visiting VishayCareers.com. Vishay is an equal opportunity employer. Vishay, the DNA of tech.
Back to the field, it's no score, top of the second inning here on our Fox Stop of Yankton's scoreboard. Leading off for Yankton will be Kyra Churchma, the cleanup hitter, who we just saw get that tag out over at third. Our scoreboard, again, brought to you by the Fox Stop at the corner of West City Limits Road and 30th Street, Yankton, a full-service convenience store with hot food, Godfather's Pizza, personal pizzas, sandwiches, munchies, and beverages. Pay at the pump, gas and diesel fuel, firewood, and propane exchange. Churchma looking for the first base hit here for the Gazelles in the game, working against Halverson as the first pitch just misses low, ball 1. Churchma coming off a very good day at the plate on Saturday, as she cracks that one hard into left field as it stays fair, bounces to the fence. Churchma's taking off for second. She'll be standing there with a double. Churchma stays hot at the plate, and an immediate base runner here for Yankton. Daly Hughes up to the plate. She's got a runner on second in Churchma. We'll see if that's the one to put her over 400 batting on the year, as Hughes takes a swing, misses at the first pitch. Hughes was one I said in the pregame to keep an eye on as a freshman only, but does really good things both in the circle as well as hitting, as she fouls that one straight back out of play. 0-2 the count, as sounds like a windshield maybe gets taken out from Hughes' bat. 0-2 the count. No outs and a runner on second. Halverson still working in the circle. Fires in the pitch as Hughes swings and misses. Halverson with her third strikeout already in 5 batters, and Ava Gerard now at the plate. The right hit scores Churchma from second. Swing and a miss on the first. 0-1 your count. Girard with 6 RBIs on the year. Trails only Churchma. Could add to the total here. 0-1 your count. Thought about swinging, held off, called for strike 2 anyways. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner on second with Kyra Churchma. Gazelles look to strike first, but Tanagers not making it easy. Another 0-2 pitch. Girard got a good piece of it, fouls it out of play. Girard put that one down the left field side, out of play. Over the fence it went. Over the foul fence, I should say. Count stays the same at 0-2. See what Halverson has next. She decides an off-speed pitch as Girard fouls that one out of play as well. Luckily, that one will not hit a windshield. That's all you can ask from your batter when they've got 2 strikes on them right away. Fight in the box. Force that pitcher to keep firing well. And again, another 0-2 pitch here for Maya Halverson against Ava Girard. Girard holds off on it. It's high, ball 1. Madigan Wallen behind home plate, keeping a good eye on Churchma at second. Tanagers do not want to let her get over to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. Low. Ava held off. The right choice there. Wallen doing her best to frame it. Called for a ball, though. 2-2 the pitch. That one low in the dirt. Churchma thought about taking off. Instead stays at second. Count now full. Girard at the plate. Brooklyn King on deck. And Haley Schulte in the hole. Churchma remains on second. The 3-2 payoff pitch here. Halverson winds up, fires at Girard. Another foul ball. Should Ava Girard get on, it will be a great at-bat for her. Count remains 3-2. Maya Halverson has been throwing it well. Looks for another one as Girard yet again fouls it back and out of play. Not making life easy on the mound for Halverson at all, as we have countless fouled off. Another 3-2 pitch. That one's in for strike 3 as Halverson just keeps firing it in there. Strikeout number 4 on the mound for her. Brooklyn King now to the plate. Top of the second started really well here for Yankton with a double from Churchma as that pitch misses high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. That one low as Wallen scooped it up. Keeps Churchma at second. That's a nice job behind home plate. Right there, a big play. Halverson coming off back-to-back strikeouts. Trails 2-0 in the count. Swing and a miss there. Makes it 2-1. King, the 7th batter in Yankton's lineup, as each side has 1 base hit in this game. Swing and a miss, evens it up. Deuce is wild, 2-2. The count, 2 outs and a runner on second. Brooklyn King at the plate, looking to score Kyra. She's got a few extra base hits this year. Looking to add on to that as that one misses high, ball 3. I thought that was ball 3. So she might have to trot back to... Yep. So Brooklyn will have to head back into the box. Thought she was walked. Don't see that too much. So King back in the box. Count now full again. Halverson won the last 3-2 count. Can she do it again? That one a walk. Now King can take first. So 2 runners on here for Yankton. For Vermillion, doesn't feel like that one hurt too much. Is now a force out at the 3 bases. Schulte now batting here for the Gazelles. That one low and outside, scooped up again by Wallen. The 1-0 pitch. Schulte holds off, but called for strike one. Base hit could score Churchma from second. She's not afraid to be an aggressive base runner. 1-1 your count. Schulte got a good piece of it, fouls it off the dugout of the Tanagers. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Halverson has started this game impressively pitching away. 4 strikeouts already for her. 1 walk. The 1-2 pitch. As that one will ring up Schulte for out number 3, and it is strikeout number 5 for Halverson on the mound. So for Yankton, no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base as we head now to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Tanagers batting. When we return, their cleanup hitter will lead things off. It's Maya Halverson.
MT and RC Smith Insurance has been a part of the Yankton community since 1949. Our agency would love to help you with your home, auto, business, life, and long-term care insurance needs.
We take pride in providing you with quality service when you have a claim or need to make changes to your coverage.
The MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency is flexible to meet with you in person or at the office at 204 West 4th Street. Give them a call for insurance changes, payments, claims, or service requests.
After 1.5 innings, still no score. 0-0 with the Tanagers now at the plate, bottom of the 2nd. As leading off will be Maya Halverson for Vermillion. On deck, Quinn Christensen and Madeline Eisenbeis in the hole. Gerard still firing away. That one just misses for ball 1. Halverson looking for something, misses on that one. 1-1, it makes the count. Halverson with the highest batting average of her team. That's a .548. 1-1 the count she faces, fouls that one off. Ahead of that one as it goes down the third base side. Gerard looks to avoid having any runners without outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, Gerard. That one outside. You're counted 2-2. No outs or runners as Halverson the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 2nd. Gerard, the 2-2 pitch. A hard hit grounder scooped up. Churchma's got it, fires it over, and she'll make the play in time. So 1 up, 1 down. As we watch our Yankton-Winnelson replay, in which Kyra Churchma, an impressive play to get that out over at first. Yankton-Winnelson, 2nd-generation, family-owned and supporting the local community, including Yankton Athletics since 1981. First pitch misses for ball 1 here. As now at the plate, it's Quinn Christensen, the left fielder for the Tanagers. At 1, ball 2. So 2-0 count here, as the Tanagers did have a base runner in the first inning, but Wallen ended up getting thrown out at 3rd as she rounded 2nd unintentionally. As that one hit up, and Gerard will pull it in for out 2. So 2 up, 2 down with Madeline Eisenbeis at the plate. These designated player for Vermillion, batting in place of Reagan Lee. Yankton looking for a 3 up, 3 down inning here, and back to their dugout. Fresh count here. 2 outs, no runners on. Is that one low and outside? Ball 1. Madison Gerard working in the circle for Yankton. That pitch just misses outside. And Gerard, her ERA on the season just below 8. It's a 7.921. Has that one a grounder over, picked up by Burns as the throw a little wild, but a great catch and tag by Musfeldt at first for out number 3. No hits, no errors. None left on base as we remain scoreless after 2. We head to our top of the 3rd inning. When we return here, the Gazelles at the plate. Leading off will be Eliza Gurney on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Are you looking for your next great career opportunity? Then make it Sherco, a staple of the Yankton community. Sherco offers career opportunities in engineering, sales, marketing, accounting, tarp, metal fabrication, shipping, and assembling. Enjoy a year-round climate-controlled facility, 401k options, affordable health, dental, and vision care, paid time off, and 10 paid holidays. Make Sherco your next great opportunity. Learn more at sherco.com/careers.
Top of the 3rd inning, leading off for Yankton, it will be Eliza Gurney, the left fielder. And the 9th hitter then to Jocelyn Burns in the top of the lineup for Yankton. Tanagers will stick with Halverson pitching and Wallen behind home plate. And why would you change anything? As Halverson has 5 of the 6 outs caused by her striking out the batter. Gurney here had a great day on Saturday. A very good hitter. That's .483 on the year. Takes the first pitch, ball 1. As the 9th batter of Yankton, she has the highest batting average and the highest on-base percentage as a swing and a miss there. 1-1 your count. Gurney looking for something to put in play. Halverson, another one. Fired in as a strike as it's fouled back out of play. 1-2, that'll make your count. Tell you one thing, Maya Halverson is not going to make life easy for Yankton at the plate. Throwing lots of strikes, only 1 walk to her 5 strikeouts. Next pitch low and outside, ball 2. If you can get your 9th hitter on into your top of your lineup, you feel awfully good. And Gurney's done that so many times that she'll take a called strike 3. And 1 up, 1 down here for Yankton. That is strikeout 6 for Maya Halverson. Jocelyn Burns now batting for the 2nd time. Burns had that soft line drive that bounced into the shortstop, got thrown out at first, made contact as she fouls that one up and out of here. So that one sounded like it hit a car. It's not the first car to get hit today. First one, it sounds like their windshield needs to be replaced. 0 on the count, 1 out. Burns at the plate, puts it in the air right above Halverson. Could be it. Trouble it is. She's standing on first. Some miscommunication by the Tanagers leads to a Yankton base runner in Burns. Madison Gerard will bat, and well, technically none of the Tanagers touched it. I think it's a base hit then. Swing and a miss there from Gerard. 0-1 the count. One of the odder singles you'll see in the game of softball is right past Halverson, as I think she thought her shortstop was going to come in and get it, and vice versa the thought. Gerard holds off, called for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes in and out. 1 runner on first with Burns. Gerard at the plate. Madison Musfeldt on deck. Halverson up 0-2 in the count. That one low, scooped up behind home plate. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes in and out here. Gerard ropes that one into deep left center. Going back, that one is out of here. Madison Gerard, the home run, a 2 RBI. As that will score 2 here for Yankton. And they're thrilled to have Burns on as they'll lead and start the scoring. 2-0, Yankton leads. A 2-run shot from Madison Gerard. And the first big play here of the game. So following that up, it's Madison Musfelt. Takes the first pitch low and inside, ball one. One ball, no strikes, one out, no runners on, as Gerard just cleared it as that one back out just above the bleachers here in a race for it with a couple of the boys here at the field. Wonder if they give out quarters or bubble gum. One ball, one strike, one out. No runners on. Number one at the plate, it's Musfelt. On deck, Kyra Churchmo waits. Musfelt, swing and a miss, 1-2, it'll make it. Kind of crazy. 3 hits given up by Halverson, 6 strikeouts, one of them being a home run. Just not what you would expect. 1-2 the pitch here. Musfelt holds off, ball 2. Two your count. Musfelt looking to be another base runner. Tanagers trying to wrap up this inning. They've got one of the 3 outs they need. Musfelt swing and a miss and a strikeout. Kyra Churchman out of the plate. 1 for 1, hit a double in her last appearance at the plate. The cleanup hitter, and for good reason, too, for Yankton. Daly Hughes awaits on deck. Churchma takes a crack at that one. Sky high in the infield. Halverson makes sure to call it off this time, pulls it in for the 3rd and final out here in the top of the 3rd. But the Gazelles score 2 runs off of, well, 2 hits. No errors, none left on base, as if it didn't hit a glove, I'm not sure, calling that a base hit for Burns. But our first lead belongs to Yankton. 2-0 here, headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. When we return, leading off for the Tanagers, their 7th hitter, the first baseman, Jenna Peterson.
Come experience a true culinary experience at Willoughby's Bistro in the Meridian District, downtown Yankton. Chef Rika cooks up everything fresh daily. It's so good, and there is something new every single day to suit your taste buds. Come check out Willoughby's, where everything is made fresh. Experiencing big city cuisine for a small town price is what Chef Rika has to offer. Don't forget to check out Willoughby's Facebook page for her daily specials.
After 2.5 innings of play, it's 2-0. Yankton leads Vermillion in a close one so far here today. Plenty of action left as the Tanagers at the plate. Leading off will be Jenna Peterson, followed by Izzy Richardson on deck, and Malia Johnson in the hole. No changes in the field I've seen from either side, but early in the game hasn't been a ton of action in the field. No real reason to. A swing and a miss there from Peterson. A good cut at it, just beyond her outstretched barrel, excuse me. It's Gerard, 1 strikeout to start here. That one strike 2. As Peterson tried pulling back, was unable to, so it puts the count in favor of Gerard, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, outside it misses. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, as that one hit back out of play. Count stays the same here. Getting a piece of that was Jenna Peterson. Izzy Richardson awaits on deck. Timing up Madison in the circle. Next pitch, as that one hits, looks like the elbow of Peterson. She gets sent over to first by the Bean. And an immediate base runner here for Vermillion. Peterson on first, Izzy Richardson at the plate, Malia Johnson on deck now. No outs here. So the Tanagers feeling like now a good opportunity as the bunt attempt misses, strike 1. We'll see if we have another bunt attempt here. As Churchma in quite a ways, swing and a miss, 0-2 it'll make it. So they take away the bunt attempt. And Gerard again finds herself up in the count, 0-2. Next pitch, right back up, Gerard picks it up, sends it over to second. They get the lead runner but not over at first. So one runner on first, one out. Peterson thrown out at second. Richardson reaches first by the fielder's choice, and Malia Johnson at the plate. One down and a runner on first. Another bunt attempt here as that one fouled back. Malia Johnson, the 9th hitter for the Tanagers here. An 8th grader, her batting average at .444, very impressive. As it's that same situation at Gurney, the 9th hitter for the Gazelles, as if you can get your 9th hitter on, you're feeling good. Throw down to first. Richardson gets back in time. 1-1 the count. But if you can get that 9th batter on and then turn it into the top of your lineup, you're feeling good about your odds there. We'll see what Malia Johnson can do here at the plate. 1-1. Now 1-2 as that one hits the outside zone from Gerard. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner on first here. Richardson at first, Malia Johnson batting as the next pitch low and inside, ball 2. If you're a fan of Yankton Athletics, Yankton streaming on YouTube is your home. Make sure to click the subscribe button and you'll be notified every time we go live with Yankton Athletics. 2-2 pitch just barely misses outside, makes the count full. And on the flip side, if you're a Tanager fan, well, we've got the Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube page. Subscribe to that one. Michael Schumacher will be on that with Vermillion Baseball shortly here today. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Gerard's got another. Throw down to first. Won't make it in time. 2 outs now. That brings up the top of the lineup here with Kristen Moser. Moser struck out in the first inning. Looking for something here to put into play. One of the seniors on her squad. That first pitch low, scooped up by Sheldon behind home plate. And Sheldon's done a nice job catching today. We normally see Churchma back there, but she has done a nice job and certainly held her own. Next pitch low, again scooped up, 2-0 will make it. That makes a very good duo of shortstop and third baseman over there with Burns and Churchma. 2 balls, no strikes here. That one just misses outside here. Gerard is 1 pitch away from her first walk of the game. The 10th batter she's faced, and the 3-0 pitch, you could guess it. And for a strike, 3-1 your count. 2 outs. On first, Richardson still awaits. Vermillion looking to get back those 2 runs that Yankton scored. A hard-hit grounder off of Jolson Burns' glove, now 2 runners. The first error of the game belongs to Yankton. As Richardson over to second, Moser now on first. 2 base runners with Dylan Wagner at the plate, the second hitter for Vermillion. Wagner, we saw earlier, kind of that drag bunt. Ended up getting thrown out at first. We'll see what she's got here. Holds off on the first pitch, ball 1. She is taking that first step up. We'll see if we get a slap hit or a drag bunt. 1-0 your count, 2 outs and runners on first and second. As that one hit high up into shallow left field, Gurney able to track it down and pull it in. So Yankton gets out of this one without giving up any scores. No runs off of no hits. 1 error, 2 left on base here for Vermillion. After 3 innings of play, it's 2-0. We head to the top of the 4th. Leading off here for Yankton will be the 5th batter and designated player, Daly Hughes, when we return.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, baby, I got a great idea for your next commercial. You're in a jungle with a dinosaur, looking for an outlet for your vacuum.
A dinosaur? No, I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning. You know, like office buildings, ensuring happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
Commercial buildings? I think I can work with that, Jerry. I'm gonna make you a star.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Back to the field here, top of the 4th inning as this game moving at a brisk pace. 2-0 Yankton leads it. Halverson fires it in. Wallen down to second. signaling the start here of the fourth quarter. Daly Hughes at the plate to lead things off for Yankton. Ava Gerard on deck and Brooklyn King in the hole. Hughes came into this game a hitter with a .333 average, .444 on her on-base percentage. Swing and a miss there. 0-1, it'll make the count. But Hughes, one of the freshmen that Yankton's got to be happy to have around for the next few years, hopefully. Halverson has that one got a piece of Hughes. Hughes walks it over, and she's hit by the pitch. Ava Gerard now with the runner on. I've seen two batters in this game getting hit by a pitch. Pitch just missed inside. Gerard 0 for 1 in the game today. Next pitch from Halverson. That's low for ball 2. Two-0 the count here. Ava Gerard at the plate. Swing and a miss there. Two balls, one strike. Ava Gerard at the plate. Takes a called strike 2. Two balls, two strikes, no outs, and a runner on first with Hughes. Halverson continues firing it in the circle. She has one pitch to waste, but she won't. She'll get another strikeout. Halverson up to 8 already in the game in the top of the fourth. Brooklyn King now batting. Gazelles have a runner, would love to score her. Fresh count here, new batter, 1 out. King, a grounder over to shortstop. They'll get the lead runner in Hughes, but they will not get King at first. So Hughes thrown out for out number 2 at second. Brooklyn King reaches on the fielder's choice, and Haley Schulte now batting. Haley Schulte, the lefty, has that first pitch low and away, blocked and scooped up there by Madigan Wallen. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs. That one hits the outside zone, evens it up at 1-1. 1-1 your count with 2 outs. Schulte at the plate here working against Halverson. Took a cut at that one. Out and definitely high. 1-2, it makes the count. Nice thing is you still got another pitch here coming up. Halverson looking for number 9 pitching. Schulte trying to avoid being that. That one misses high, ball 2. An off-speed pitch there. You're counted 2-2 with 2 outs. Brooklyn King on first, Schulte at the plate. On deck, Eliza Gurney. Schulte fouls that one back into the net, a dead ball. So making contact on that one, looking to put something in play. Halverson steps back onto the rubber. She'll wind it up. The pitch, as that one fouled out again. So getting a little bit more contact with each swing. It'll make the count 2-2, still with 2 outs. Halverson, another 2-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. Great job behind home by Wallen. Getting in front, blocking it forward, will keep King on first. Count now full here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch for Halverson on the way. A swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Halverson as she hits number 9 already. At our halfway point in the game, Yankton leads this one in a close one. It's 2-0, headed to the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base for Yankton in that inning. And when we return, leading off for the Tanagers, Madigan Wallen.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Again at our halfway point, 2-0 on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. Yankton leads this one. Gerard still pitching. Isabel Sheldon with the throwdown. And leading off for Vermillion, Madigan Wallen. Wallen's 1-for-1, hit a single, and the lone base hit for Vermillion in this game. First pitch misses high, ball one. Wallen looks to get another base hit. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. That one low. Scooped up by Sheldon behind home plate. Madigan Wallen's a senior for the Tanagers. Her on-base percentage at .500. Takes an inside zone strike. 1-2 your count. One ball, two strikes. It's the leadoff hitter with Wallen. Wallen fouls it back, out of play. And that same car got hit again. Whoever's driving that ought to move that. New windshield, a new dent. What else could you need? 1-2, your count remains the same. Madigan Wallen working against Madison Gerard. Pitch low and inside, gets the backstop, ball two. Two the count. Hard hit line drive, a great base hit there. Wallen's 2 for 2. Madigan Wallen's put it into left field twice. She's hitting great to start this game. She's got the 2 hits for her team. Maya Halverson now at the plate with Quinn Christensen on deck. Pitch misses, low and away. Now you've got the threat of a runner on first with Wallen. Halverson batting. Grounded out. In her at-bat, Sheldon does throw it down to first, doesn't get there in time. Ball two, runner safe. Two balls, no strikes, and no outs. Gerard looking to find some. That one high for ball three. Gerard looking to get into her rhythm. 3-0 here. As that pitch low gets the backstop, a walk. 2 runners on here for Vermillion. Madigan Wallen to second. Maya Halverson now on first. Quinn Christensen at the plate with Madeline Eisenbeis on deck. No outs, though. A big opportunity here for Vermillion. We'll see if a bunt does come out. The game-time run is Halverson at first right now. And to take the lead would be at the plate, Quinn Christensen. So Gerard, a 4-pitch walk. Sign a bunt. Pulled back, ball one. Now the Gazelles ready for a possible bunt, though. As Churchma plays in, Burns will take third, should the bunt get down. The 1-0 pitch Offered on the bunt, but it got by. Runners will advance. Well, right there, that's essentially just as good as an actual bunt. One ball, one strike here. Tanagers threatening to score on offense. Quinn Christensen puts it into play. It's up high, and Gerard pulls it in. Runners stay put. That's the first one that Yankton needed. Now Madeline Eisenbei's at the plate. Jenna Peterson on deck. So Eisenbei's 0 for 1 in today's game. No better time than right now for a base hit. Tanagers would really love it. First pitch, a strike, and on the throwdown, hitting a Tanager, so runners will advance. So, well, there's a run for the Tanagers. Wallen scores. Halverson over to third. Now 2-1 your score as Muth asking for an explanation here from the umpire behind home plate as they'll chat a little bit. To Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton Water Break. Not your traditional one, but still one. Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton, locally owned for 4 generations. Call them for water softening and purification, salt, reverse osmosis needs, and bottled water. That's Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton. Again, so a score here for Vermillion makes it 2-1. So Muth and Yankton, I think, are saying that the batter was still in the box on the throwdown attempt. And now the umps will talk it over. As we'll see the official call. This could be a big one, as that would be taking a run off the board. So call is going to stand. It will remain 2-1. It's great when you get to test the the rule book. See how often some of these are called and how often they happen. 0-1 the count, excuse me. Eisenbei's at the plate, a runner on third. Pitch low and inside, ball 1. On third is Halverson. She would tie the game up should she score here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch low in the dirt makes it 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, a runner on third. Eisenbei's at the plate. Gerard still pitching. Finds a strike zone with that one, evens it up, 2-2 your count. Madeline Eisenbei's 2-2. She faces, and she's rung up for strike 3. So now 2 outs. Gerard gets her 3rd strikeout pitching today. And now batting will be Jenna Peterson at the plate. On deck, Izzy Richardson, as we'll have a courtesy runner for Halverson, the pitcher of the Tanagers. Running, trying to read that number. As it's number 19, Chloe Bottleson running at third now for Halverson. At the plate, Jenna Peterson. She was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. Looking for a base hit here to tie this up. Gazelles trying to hang on to a 1-run lead. That pitch inside, ball 1. Now Peterson, she was the batter that was already hit. Now faces an inside pitch right off the rip. Next pitch low for ball 2. 2-0 your count, 2 outs, a runner on third. Bottom of the 4th inning, that one right down the pipe, strike 1. A game that's probably going to go A full 7 here. Yankton Vermillion's always a good game. 2-1. The next pitch. Fouled off back. 2-2 now the count. Gerard 1 pitch to waste if she wants to try and get Peterson to chase. It's always a little risky with a 2-2 count. That forces a 1-3 situation should she get on. As did she go? She did. It'll be strike 3. And Gerard gets back-to-back strikeouts to keep Yankton on top. After 4 innings of play, it's 2-1. Yankton leads here. When we return leading off, it'll be 9th batter Eliza Gurney, followed by the Gazelles, top of the lineup. We'll be back in a moment here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
There's a whole new world out there. It's called the off-road, and it's waiting to be explored in a Polaris. So gear up to make every moment count with the Polaris off-road vehicle. The new Polaris models are now available at Stockman's Motorsports in Yankton. No matter the weather, get ready to tackle all the trails. With machines like these, your world just gets bigger. Stop in at Stockman's Motorsports today to learn more about the epic new Polaris off-road lineup.
After 4 innings of play, a close one here. It's 2-1. Yankton leads Vermillion. Tanagers back in the field. Gazelles at the plate. Leading off here, it'll be Eliza Gurney. On deck, Jocelyn Burns and Madison Gerard in the hole. Gurney looking for a base hit here. 0 for 1 to start this game. But again, coming into the game, the highest batting average out of the entire squad for Gurney. That's a .483. First pitch is in for a strike. Halverson has just been good pitching. No balls, 1 strike here. Gurney at the plate. Halverson pitches another. As that one, a foul ball. I think it hit her foot as well. A dead ball. 0-2 it'll make the count. Halverson on top. No balls, 2 strikes. No runners and no outs. Gurney at the plate. As that one just misses outside. 1-2 it makes the count. By the way, our post game is going to be pretty loaded. We'll hear from both coaches, and should Yankton win one of the Gazelles. So a lot coming up on our First Dakota National post-game show. That's a little ways out as Gurney gets a good piece of it. That one into center field, a base hit. Eliza's on first. So Gurney, her first hit of the game, here in the top of the 5th. Jocelyn Burns now at the plate. Burns 1 for 2. Has a runner on first with no outs. First pitch misses high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. No outs and a runner on first. Burns batting, Gerard on deck. Next pitch is low, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Burns the option to be a little picky here at the plate. As she gets a good piece of that one, a line drive into left field, but it's brought down. Gurney back over to first. A nice play made by Quinn Christensen in left field. Great contact from Burns. Just the placement wasn't quite in the right spot. Brings up Madison Gerard to the plate. Gerard coming off a 2-run shot to deep left center. She has a chance to do it again as it one-hops the fence. She'll get extra bases. Gurney takes off for third. It'll be a double for Madison Gerard. Madison Gerard, a great day at the plate, and she was very good on Saturday too. Stays on fire now, a double and a home run in this game already. Madison Musfelt at the plate. Kyra Churchma on deck, 1 out, runners on second and third here for Yankton. Musfelt tried to get the bunt down, went straight back, 0-1 your count. Hit scores 1, possibly 2. No balls and a strike. Musfeld does get this one down right in front of home plate as they're just going to let her take first. It's a base hit, and bases juiced for Kyra Churchma at the plate. 3 base hits in this inning already for Yankton. No score, though. But Churchma at the plate with bases loaded, 1 out. It's exactly who Yankton wants in this situation. Hughes on deck. Churchma, first pitch, misses high, ball 1. Kyra in this game, 1 for 2, hit a double in the second inning, flew out in the third. Even a fly out to the outfield probably scores one as that pitch low in the dirt, ball 2. So Halverson on the mound having some work to do. Churchma can be picky. If she doesn't like the pitch, she doesn't have to swing. 2-0 the count with an out. Bases loaded. Halverson to Churchma. Churchma got a piece of it, fouls it out of play. Tanagers trying to escape this 1-out bases loaded situation without giving up any runs. We'll see if they're able to pull that off or not, or if the Gazelles will add on to their lead. Churchma, line drive into left field. That one caught as Gurney stayed at third. Chill definitely wanted her taken off. Either way, no runs will score. Bases remain loaded now with 2 outs. Daly Hughes batting. A huge at-bat here. First pitch misses low, ball 1. And Muth really wanted Gurney to take off there. But that line drive into left field makes things a little tricky. Any other spot in the field makes it a more obvious choice to run as soon as it's caught. Next pitch low and inside, ball 2. Halverson was down 2-0 against Churchma, ended up firing nothing but strikes the remainder of the at-bat. Looking to do so here against Hughes, as Hughes did offer 2-1, it'll make the count. The half swing there from Hughes. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. Yankton looking to score. Tanagers trying to keep it a 1-run game. 2-2 now your count. As now Gurney thought that was it, started trotting towards the dugout. Vermillion, Coach Budmeyer wanted to say out of the baseline, which I think he probably has a reasonable argument. Either way, 2-2, the count will be. Hughes at the plate as she fouls that one off, dead ball, it hit her. As Wallen, the diving effort. Count stays the same, 2-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded, Hughes batting, Maya Halverson and the Tanagers trying to work their way out of this. Top of the 5th, Hughes swings, misses, and it's a strikeout. And Halverson does get her team out of that mess with strikeout number 10 in the game. After 4.5 innings, it is still 2-1 here. Yankton leads, but at the plate now, the Tanagers leading off their 8th hitter, Izzy Richardson.
Midwest Insurance Agency values family. Our agency has been family-run for over 60 years. We pride ourselves on excellent, knowledgeable customer service. This day and age, everyone is so eager to have an immediate response with a quote. But at Midwest Insurance, we take our time and evaluate your assets and make sure you are properly insured. We take those what-ifs very seriously. As we continue on our family business with hopes of our children, Brooke or Jet, taking over in the future, we will continue to be there for you always. Come be a part of our family. Midwest Insurance Agency, 3016 Piper Street, Yankton.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Tanagers escape the bases loaded, only 1 out situation. Now at the plate, leading off, it'll be Izzy Richardson with Malia Johnson on deck. And Coach Budmeyer chatting with the umpire. Wonder if he was asking about that situation where he thought it was out of the baseline. And like I said, he probably had a pretty reasonable argument there. Now for Vermillion, they're happy that they ended up giving no runs anyways. So it stays 2-1 as the Gazelles had no runs off of 3 hits, no errors in the field, and 3 left on base. by the numbers, Yankton's really kind of dominated this game outside of runs. It's 2-1. Vermillion has 2 hits, 2 left on base. Yankton with 6 hits, 6 left on base. Richardson at the plate takes the first pitch for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That one fouled off, now 1 strike. The 8-9 batters for the Tanagers, then to the top of their lineup. Richardson 0 for 1, reached by a fielder's choice in which Jenna Peterson, who was ahead of her, got thrown out at second. Gerard continues pitching, 1-1 your count. Low and inside for a second called ball. Two-1 the pitch. Now high for 3-1. The 3-1 count here. Madison Gerard. Next pitch on the way. A hard hit liner gets through to left field. A base hit for Izzy. Vermillion's got a leadoff base runner and Malia Johnson at the plate. Johnson struck out in the 3rd inning. Was out number 2. And an 8th grader who came in batting .444 though. A bunt as she gets that one down. Churchma picks it up, fires over to first. They'll get the out. Now taking off for third as no one was there. All the way to third is Izzy Richardson. A sac bunt from Malia Johnson has her runner from first to now third and the top of the lineup here for the Tanagers. That's heads-up base running there from Izzy Richardson. Fresh count here, 1 out and a runner on third. First pitch here outside. Kristen Moser, 0 for 2, but did reach by an error in the 3rd inning of play. One-0 your count. Now 2-0. On deck, Dylan Wagner, Madigan Wallen in the hole. For Yankton, you almost feel like you've got to get one of these next 2. As that one fouled back into the net for a strike. Reason being, Madigan Wallen and Maya Halverson both bat very well. They're both batting over 400, and with Halverson over 500, swing and a miss there, evens it up. 2-2 now your count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, a runner on third. Tanagers trying to tie this one up. Bottom of the 5th inning. Gerard with the 2-2 pitch, misses outside, count now full. A big pitch coming up here. Yankton does not want multiple base runners. The payoff pitch, a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Gerard. Gerard with her 5th strikeout. She's kept up with her pace of 1 strikeout per inning. Dylan Wagner now at the plate. Wagner 0 for 2. Due up for a base hit here. That would tie the game up. Fresh count, 2 outs now. First pitch low and away, ball 1. 1-0 your count. Gerard the next pitch. That one hit high up into left field it goes. Gurney able to pull it in for the 3rd and final out of the 5th inning. Yankton hangs on to their 2-1 lead. No runs off of 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on base. 2 innings to go. It's a 1-run difference. Yankton at the plate for the top of the 6th, and leading off when we return is Ava Gerard here on Yankton Streaming on YouTube.
Piper, the sign says it all. Flowers and gifts. The store is bustling with something new all the time. There are flowers for any occasion, weddings, anniversary, birthday, or just to say I love you. There's coffee, soups, dips, and sweets. Need to give someone a chuckle? The socks say it all. Home decor, candles, jewelry, memorial items are all found at your gift store of Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, corner of 15th and Broadway in Yankton. You can also shop online, and best of all, we deliver too.
A good game here today in Vermillion. Top of the 6th inning, it's 2-1. Yankton currently leads, as we'll have actually a different batter in the lineup here, is Callie Koletsky. We'll walk over. We've seen her in both the left and right-handed box. We'll see what she starts in here. So Callie Koletsky to the plate. She'll bat in place of Ava Gerard. We'll see if she does play the field or not. As right away, a slow one over to shortstop. Koletsky's easy going to outrun that one, and that's a base hit for Yankton. And right away, Yankton a runner with Brooklyn King at the plate. King at the plate, on deck, Haley Schulte, Liza Gurney in the hole. A runner on first here. And a sign of bunt from King as she puts that one back into the net. 0-1 your count. Again, Koletsky, lots of wheels to get over to first there. There was no chance of getting her. Just outran it. 0-1 here, Brooklyn King. Swing and a miss, makes the count 0-2. A throw down to first. Sliding safely is Koletsky. Nice toss down from Wallen. She's been very good behind home plate in today's game. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and King strikes out. Brings up Haley Schulte to the plate. As no, we will have another sub batting here. Haley Bottleson will be in place of Schulte. We've seen Bottleson bat a couple of times. On the year, she is 1 for 3, hit a double against Mitchell. She'll look to do it again here. An advanced Koletsky, who's on first. She'll take a first called strike, 0-1 your count. As Gurney does await on deck. There's one out and a runner on first here. That pitch low in the dirt, scooped up by Wallen behind home plate. One's across the board. Bottleson at the plate, Koletsky on first. Halverson. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. Another throw down over to first as Koletsky gets back safely. And a nice job scooping that up at first by Jenna Peterson. That one had gone into right field. Where it was at could have been trouble. Koletsky might have made it to third even. But 1-2 the count. Bottleson will go down swinging as back-to-back strikeouts here. Three up, two down. Koletsky on first. Eliza Gurney at the plate. Her last bat, she got a single, looking to replicate that as she lofts that one into shallow center field. Could be trouble off the glove. Koletsky is going to take off from third. The throw home isn't going to make it. Koletsky scores. A diving effort in center field from Izzy Richardson. Just quite couldn't pull it in. Koletsky scores all the way from third. A 1 RBI single from Gurney. Brings up Jocelyn Burns to the plate. Her 4th time batting already in this game. Hard hit grounder towards Muth. It goes foul. Gurney on second here. And that's something I had mentioned. With Yankton, they've hit well in 2-out situations. Next pitch low in the dirt. Blocked forward, makes the count 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, a runner on second. Burns at the plate, on deck, Madison Gerard. Thought about it, held off, it's outside for a ball. The 2-1 pitch here, coming up from Halverson. Burns, a grounder over the third base side, but it's just foul, 2-2. Burns probably happy that one went foul, as it probably would have resulted in a ground out and out number 3 had it stayed fair. A 2-2 pitch here from Halverson. Pitch misses high for a ball 3. Count full here with 2 outs. Burns working in the box. Halverson, 12 strikeouts already. The payoff pitch, is that one back out of play? Is it going to hit the same car 3 times? Misses it this time. I think the saying is 3 strikes, you're out. I think if your car got hit once, you'd probably want to move it, but nearly took dent number 3. Another payoff pitch here as Burns, high up, it goes into shallow left field. Awkward territory, unable to bring it down to the Tanagers, as that one really just in no man's land. Burns will see at least one more pitch here. Making contact, just trying to get it fair now. 3-1 Yankton leads. They want to add to it. On the flip side, Tanagers trying to keep it as close as possible. Burns, another one high up, same position into shallow left field. Catch is made as that's pulled in by Quinn Christensen. She's made a couple of plays in left field. She'll make another for the Gazelles. 1 run scored off of 2 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. 1.5 innings to go here as the Tanagers have 6 outs to make it happen at the plate. When we return, leading off, she's 2 for 2, Madigan Wallen.
When unexpected disasters strike in your home, you need to take action fast. Lucky for you, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration is the fastest. Fire and water damage occur anytime. That's why FloorTech offers 24/7 emergency services to keep you safe and minimize damage. With locations in Yankton and Mitchell, South Dakota, as well as Pierce and Norfolk, Nebraska, FloorTech is never too far away. For more information and additional services, go to floortechrestoration.com.
And the Gazelles into the field. Tanagers in their dugout. 3-1 your score. A close one here in Vermillion. And as Coach Budmeyer kind of talked, a little bit of a rivalry as, you know, these girls have actually played together. Some of the girls for Vermillion have played with the Yankton summer teams. So, you know, you kind of wonder what that feeling is like seeing them on the flip side. Now you get to face them. It always makes things a little extra fun. Leading off here, Madigan Wallen. She's 2 for 2 in the game with Maya Halverson on deck. She hits it immediately, and another base hit. Wallen stays perfect. She's 3 for 3. She has 3 of her team's 4 hits. Right now, she is just hitting super well. Maya Halverson at the plate, 0 for 1, was walked in the 4th inning. And for a hitter who bats over 500, you'd think she's due up for a base hit here. 548 she batted coming into this one. Has Wallen on first. First pitch misses outside for a ball throw down to first. Wallen reaches safely. The next pitch, that one a swinging foul ball. 1-1 the count. Is the cleanup hitter up at the plate for the Tanagers right now. Wallen, who's 3 for 3 on first, the third hitter. Wallen's batting average going to go up for sure, probably over 500 after this game, as Gerard finds the strike zone for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, a runner on first. Tanagers need 2 runs to tie it, 3 runs to take the lead. Bottom of the 6th inning here, as this one an exciting game for sure. That pitch low, gets to the backstop. Taking off for second is Wallen. Wallen rounds second, stays there. A runner in striking distance here for Vermillion. Halverson at the plate on deck. Quinn Christensen with Madeline Eisenbeis in the hole. 2-2 your count. That pitch misses high and inside. Throw down to second. Nobody was there, so Wallen's going to take off for third. The throw won't make it in time. So with no outs, a runner on third here for the Tanagers. Now if you see a grounder, do you go one? Do you go home? Check the runner, go one. All depends. Is that one hit up in the air? It goes to right field as she can't see it. Ava Gerard just couldn't see it. The sun blocked everything, and that will score one here for Vermillion. Wallen scores. Halverson, you credit her with a double as it was off of no gloves. As now running will be Chloe Bottleson in place of Halverson. As now Gerard's going to say, here, take my shades. And I think that's the right call if you're a right fielder. I mean, it was no doubt she just couldn't see the ball. And it should have been 1 out, no runners. That score still would have happened. But you like to have the no runners as another Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break here. As the Gazelles will talk things over here in the field. And it's a quick break. A runner on second. And in place of Maya Halverson is Chloe Bottleson running at second. At the plate, Quinn Christensen, Madeline Eisenbeis on deck. Yankton looking to hold on to their lead heading to the final inning. Tanagers a chance to tie it up. Christensen 0 for 2. Has flown out to the infield twice as that one off of the glove of Burns into left field. They'll try to get the lead runner. They won't. So runners on first and third. It's an error. As it'll be a base hit, not an error. Runners on first and third. It's no outs, excuse me. Madeline Eisenbeis at the plate. Jenna Peterson on deck. Gazelles need some good defense here. Take off for second, no throw, ball 1. So runners now on second and third. Not surprised to see that as Halverson, Bottleson in place of Halverson at third. Would take off for home. You just let him take that base. Eisenbeis got a good piece of it, fouls it. Nearly hit her own coach down the third base side. This game, there is a chance for extra innings. As it's a 1-run game, Tanagers at the plate. 3 base hits to start this 6th inning. The 1-1 pitch, low, scooped up by Sheldon. That'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike here. A grounder over to shortstop. That'll tie it up. Burns picks it up, gets the out at first. But we are all tied up here. Bottleson scores. Quinn Christensen over to third. And out at first is Eisenbeis. Jenna Peterson now will step up to the plate. Izzy Richardson on deck. 1 out and the lead over on third. That one hit up. It'll be fouled out of play. No balls, 1 strike and out. A runner on third. Tied up at 3-3. Tanagers a chance to take the lead with Christensen on third. Every time these teams play, It's exciting as that one hit into right center, a base hit, and the Tanagers have their first lead of the game. Scoring from third is Quinn Christensen. Jenna Peterson the single. 3 runs scored here for Vermillion off of 4 hits so far in only 5 batters. It is the first time Vermillion has led in this game. The first score came in the 3rd inning off a 2-run home run from Madison Gerard. And now Muth going to head to the circle, and it looks like Daly Hughes is going to come in relief and finish this game out in place of Madison Gerard. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment with the full substitution lineup, all here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
When do you need Siouxland oral surgery? When you need a specialist. From implants to extractions, wisdom teeth removal, and other facial or jaw-related issues, our board-certified oral surgeon specialists are here for you. With 4 locations, we offer fast appointments and flexible payment options. So when your mouth's in distress, call SOS. SiouxlandOralSurgery.com.
Back to the field as Daly Hughes now in the circle. It looks like Madison Gerard to second, as Hughes was not playing the field earlier. So Hughes now in the circle. She takes over an inning in which 3 runs have been scored, 1 runner on first. First pitch in for ball 1. At the plate, Izzy Richardson. Izzy's 1 for 2, hit a single in her last appearance at the plate. Hughes, the 1-0 pitch. That one hit high up. It's coming to the bleachers and bounces. 1-1 the count. Is that one a little closer to my camera than I prefer? But again, Madison Gerard over to second. And as far as infielders go, this might be the strongest we've seen from Yankton. Churchmud third, Gerard at second, Burns at short, Musfeld on first. Next pitch in for ball 2. Gerard will finish with 5 1/3 inning pitched. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and we'll see how many runs, as the 1 on first is still technically hers. Infield fly as Churchma calls it off. Catches it for out number 2. So 2 outs now. Malia Johnson at the plate for the Tanagers. Yankton heading to the 7th inning will need to score to keep the game alive. Malia Johnson, 0 for 1, had a sac bunt as well. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1 your count. All of a sudden, Tanagers have 7 hits. Next pitch misses outside, 1-1. Malia Johnson thought about it, decided against it. It was similar to that last pitch we saw, but it was pushed just a little further outside. 1-1 your count, 2 outs here. Runner on first. Johnson fouls it back. 1-2 it'll make it. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Hughes fires it in. Just misses outside. A throw down to first. Tag doesn't quite get there in time. That one had stayed in the air. You wonder if it had a chance to make it in time, but Peterson makes it back in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on first. Tanagers at the plate, Malia Johnson. After they just took the lead here, that one hit up and out of here. Count stays the same at 2-2. Two your count, 2 outs. Swing and a misses. Hughes gets it as she'll wrap up the inning with a strikeout. Hughes her first on the mound as the Tanagers score 3 runs off of 4 base hits. No errors in the field and 1 left on base. We're to our final inning of play. Yankton needs at least 1 run to stay alive in this one. When we return leading off, it's Madison Gerard, who's been hot at the plate. She's got a double and a home run.
Hi, it's Linda with Linda's Angel Crossing in Yankton. Shopping for ladies' clothing, I carry Tribal, Ethel, Lulu Bee, just to name a few, sizes 4 to 18 and plus sizes. In the nursery, you'll find copper, pearl, swaddles, and bibs, magnetic sleepers, organic and bamboo sleepers, ruffle butt, and so much more. The kids' sizes are 2T to 7, and that includes Under Armour. Check out the toy selection and my little golden books. Linda's Angel Crossing on Broadway in Yankton.
Into the final inning of play, top of the 7th inning, Tanagers on top, 4-3 your score. Top of the 7th inning, Gazelles to bat. Madison Gerard will lead things off. Yankton needs at least 1 runner. Again, Gerard pitched 5 1/3 innings. She also has a double and a home run at the plate. She's certainly done her part. That one hit high up. It's going to get out of here, though. Yankton crowd happy to see that one get out, as that one's probably getting pulled in most of the time. Gerard came into the game with 4 RBIs. She'll now be up to 6 on the year. 0-1 your count. Halverson the next pitch. Just misses outside. That one is about as close as you're going to get. Maya Halverson, again, she's done a great job. 12 strikeouts at her hand. Next pitch, high, ball 2. But you can't ask much more from your pitcher. The 2-1 count here. Gerard at the plate. Swing and a miss. Now even up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs and no runners. Gerard, the leadoff hitter, as she gets a piece of that one. It might stay in. It will, as Wallen had a chance at it. Just couldn't quite pull it in. Gerard with new life here at the plate. Two-two, the count remains. Maya Halverson working against Gerard. Gerard a swing and a miss, but that one gets to the backstop, and Gerard takes first. So Gerard might have struck out, but she gets on safely. She takes off for first. She'll be standing there, the game-tying run on base. Madison Musfelt now at the plate with Kyra Churchma on deck. As Musfelt gets a perfect bunt down, no one's going to be able to get it. 2 runners now for Yankton. So that'll count as a single for Musfelt. That's as good of a bunt as you can get. Kyra Churchma at the plate. She's got runners on first and second. As a timeout here in the circle. As we have a change here, as heading to the mound here will be Isabel Yellowbank, a senior as we'll take a break, get our everything in a row. We'll be back in a moment here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Top of the 7th inning, 2 runners on. Yankton needs at least 1 run.
Yankton Rexall, located in the Meridian District, downtown Yankton, has Hallmark cards and decorations for every season. They carry many different items for that wedding, anniversary, or special birthday, along with collectibles like Precious Moments and Willow Treat. The pharmacy is home to the ever-popular med packs, and the toy store offers Melissa and Doug toys, Abdallah chocolates, and Sweet Shop candy. When you want something perfect for gift giving, find it at Yankton Rexall in the Meridian District on 3rd Street.
Back to the field, it'll be Isabel Yellowbank in the circle in relief of Maya Halverson, who did a great job in 6 1/3 inning pitched, 6 innings pitched, had 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, gave up 3 runs, and possibly these 2. Kyra Churchma at the plate. She's 1 for 3. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Base hit, possibly scores 1 here for Churchma. 1-0 the count. Got a piece of it. Dribbles it down the third baseline, foul. 1-1, it makes the count. About as good as a game as you could ask for. Start time was about 4:05. It's 5:38 here, top of the 7th inning. No outs. Yankton needs a run to keep the game going. 2 to take the lead. Yellowbank. Next pitch. Churchman got a piece of it, fouls it off. Isabel Yellowbank has pitched 9.2 innings this year. Her ERA is 11.59 and 8 strikeouts on the season. Pitching in relief of Maya Halverson as the 1-2 pitch just misses inside, ball 2. There's 1 base left over to put a hitter. As Churchma fouls it off, goes back, stays in there for at least 1 more pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count remains. Kyra Churchma fighting in the box. As she hits it up, Yellowbank a chance at it. She's able to pull it in for out 1. So that's 1 of the 3 outs that the Tanagers need for a win. Daly Hughes now at the plate here for Yankton. Daly has reached in this game once by getting hit by a pitch, a swing and a miss. Or no, it was fouled off, excuse me. Ball didn't make much of a noise, but either way, 0-1 the count. Hughes at the plate, on deck. Callie Koletsky going to get another crack at it. The 0-1 pitch. Hughes got a good piece of it, fouls it off. 0-2 now the count. Yankton with 2 runs to score, 2 outs to score 1 run. 0-2, Daly Hughes at the plate faces in the count. Callie Koletsky awaits on deck. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. As there's now 2 outs, as Muth, I think, going to make sure that everything's in order, I think. As Callie Koletsky set to bat again. She's 1 for 1 in the game. Yankton needs her in this big moment. Brooklyn King awaits on deck. So Yankton right away got 2 runners on with no outs. Tanagers able to force 2 straight. It's like earlier we saw bases loaded for Yankton with only 1 out and got out of the situation. That one gets by to the backstop. Runners advance. Ball 1. So now a base hit for sure scores 1. The well, the biggest at-bat of the game so far, and if she gets walked or hit by a pitch, then the next one, the largest at-bat we've seen in the game. 1-0 the count. Isabel Yellowbank. Next pitch as it's put on the ground. Picked up at third. They get the throw in time at first, and that is the final out here today. The Gazelles will score no runs in that inning off of one hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. Your final score is 3-4. The Vermillion Tanagers win this one, so the Gazelles fall to 5-8 on the season. The Tanagers advance to 4-7, and a victory here in Vermillion for the home team, as the Gazelles had 2-1, could not quite get a run across. Again, coming up, our first Dakota National Bank postgame show and our Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game. We'll also have our chat with both Coach Muth and Coach Budmeyer of the Tanagers as we cover both, so we figured we'd make the offer. They can both come talk here during the postgame show. We'll be back in just a moment here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Doctors Lane, Reed, and Cole Swatsky make up the SWAT Chiropractic team. Check out their new location at 2000 Summit Street, Yankton, South Dakota. At SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, they'll treat your neck and back pain, headaches and migraines, plantar fasciitis, sciatica, sports injuries, elbow, knee, rotator cuff, nerve injuries, and more. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy. Let them get you ready for wherever life leads you.
Hi, this is Spencer.
And this is Josh of Yankton Heating and Cooling.
When the weather is hot, the last thing you need to worry about is air conditioning.
With Yankton Heating and Cooling, we'll take away any worries and get your home cool and comfortable.
From AC repairs to new installation, we'll get the job done.
Stay ahead of the problems by joining our Comfort Club with 10-point inspections, priority placement, discounts on all sales and services, and much more.
Keep your home feeling cool, even during the heat waves,
with Yankton Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Franny Kiefer with the Yankton School District Alumni Association. We strive to create a community of alumni and friends who support extracurricular and educational opportunities in the Yankton School District. Through scholarships, grants, innovative education opportunities, and staff appreciation. With us, you will keep connected to a community of Yankton School District alumni and friends all over. You can help continue to pay it forward and help future graduates. Register today at the Yankton School District Alumni Association website.
My name is Kyler Johnson, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. Elkhorn Valley Bank is different from your national banks in that you get that personal relationship, that personal touch. We care about our customers. The bank cares about its employees. You have an impact on the local community. You're working with people in the community. You're trying to make the community better. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
And as we return 4-3, the Tanagers win this one on our First Dakota National Bank postgame show. First Dakota's proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey with 2 locations, downtown and North Broadway, Yankton. Your final stats, Tanagers score 4 runs off of 7 hits, no errors in the field, and 4 left on base. Yankton with 3 runs off of 9 hits, 1 error in the field, and 9 left on base. For the Tanagers, Kristen Moser went 0 for 3. Dylan Wagner 0 for 3. Madigan Wallen hit very well, went 3 for 3. Maya Halverson was 1 for 2, also was walked. Quinn Christensen 1 for 3 with a single. Madeline Eisenbeis went 0 for 3. Jenna Peterson went 1 for 2, had that huge hit that took the lead for Vermillion. She was also hit by a pitch. Izzy Richardson went 1 for 3 with a single, also reached by fielder's choice. And Malia Johnson went 0 for 2, had a sacrifice bunt in there as well. Jocelyn Burns went 1 for 4 with a single at the plate. Madison Gerard, a good game, 2 for 4, a double and a home run. Madison Musfelt went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Kyra Churchman 1 for 4 with a double. Daly Hughes went 0 for 3, also was hit by a pitch. Ava Gerard was 0 for 2 with Callie Koletsky at 1 for 2 with a single. Brooklyn King went 0 for 2, did reach by a walk and a fielder's choice. Haley Schulter went 0 for 2. Haley Bottleson went 0 for 1. And Eliza Gurney went 2 for 3, so her hot hitting at the plate continues. It's time for your hot hitter of the game, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's original and most trusted heating and cooling professionals for over 76 years. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, 808 West 23rd Street of Yankton. And for our Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game. We will be giving it to Madison Girard, who went 2 for 4 with a home run and a double. Now joining me is head coach Louis Budmeyer of the Vermillion Tanagers. And, Coach, you know, you couldn't ask for a much better game, and really pulling off when it mattered most. Your team put up the runs when they needed.
Yeah, for sure. You're throwing me off a little bit with this microphone. I usually have a full headset, so Zach is a little bit different right here. But overall, I mean, what an incredible win for our girls. 2 really good teams going at it. You can't ask for much more. It's an absolute beautiful day out, sunny and 80, hardly no wind. A lot of their girls stepped up, had big hits at times. Luckily, ours just came at the perfect time. And at bottom of the 6th, we're down 2. One thing we always focus on in our program is when we face adversity, what do you do with it? And you can't get in much more of an adverse situation than the bottom of the 6th, down 2, and then in the 7th to go 1st and 2nd, no outs, and then find a way to hold them off. That's a huge compliment to the girls to step up in big moments, but that's when you just trust your reps, and you trust your work and practice, and you go put it out there and go battle.
And, of course, as you mentioned, it paid off. One thing that really impressed me was Maya Halverson on the mound. She pitched 6 innings. She ended up with 13 strikeouts to only 1 walk. Is that the usual for her?
As of late, she's been pitching really, really well. She's actually been, when she plays aggressive and she finds the strike zone, her ball has like a natural movement on it. It's tough for a lot of mishits. The middle of their lineup, I think Girard, did she hit the home run?
Yes, Madison Girard had the home run and a double.
They were hitting, the middle of their lineup was hitting really good off of her, but she did a good job of taking care of the bottom and then just kind of just being aggressive on the mound. I love it when Maya's aggressive. Don't worry about just, even if you're up 0-2, just go right at them. Go right at them, make them put the ball in play, trust the defense behind you. But she pitched a phenomenal game today. And then for Isabel Yellowbank to come in, I couldn't throw a kid in much of a tougher situation in that. But it's kind of a good dynamic going from right to left, and then she's a lot slower than Maya. So it's kind of a good thing we got going. But overall, just everybody found a way to contribute, and that's a huge win for us.
And as you said, Yellowbank came in, really performed well in her short amount of time, but got the job done. And then your fielding, I've got no errors in the field for your team. They really did step up today.
Let's see. I think we had 1.
Am I missing one here?
There might have been 1 in there, but I mean, if we're 1 or 2 or less, I always count that as good. I mean, it's high school sports. You never know what's going to happen, and we're all humans out there. You're going to make mistakes, and what you do with those mistakes kind of defines you, how the game's going to go, defines you as a player. It's not making mistakes because you're going to make those. It's going to always happen. But yeah, no, we played a clean game. One of our pillars in our program is being fundamentally sound, and when we buy into that, it's good things are just going to happen.
Well, congrats on the win, Coach. As you mentioned, it's just a big win, a fun one. And now, in the last 2 years, if you added up those 2 scores between Yankton and Vermillion, it would be tied after 2 years of play.
Yep.
So congrats on the win. Appreciate the chat.
Absolutely. Thanks, Zach.
Again, that was head coach Louis Budmeyer here of the Vermillion Tanagers, as Coach Muth looks like she's warming up the JV as... Well, now she's pointing at me. Sounds like we will have a chat with her coming up really quickly on our First Dakota National Bank post-game show here. It'll continue on just for a moment longer. For the Tanagers, what's up next after this game? They play on the 8th in Madison at 4 o'clock. And then what's next for the Yankton Gazelles after Vermillion? They've got their trip out West River this weekend, in which they'll take on Rapid City Stevens, Spearfish, and Sturgis Brown. All this weekend, now joined by head coach Jill Muth of the Gazelles. Coach, a very close game, low scoring, 4-3, and just unfortunately, team couldn't quite get it done today.
Yeah, kind of the opposite story of the weekend, right? We had a few chances there late in the game, and we just didn't get the ball to fall. So, we disappointed. That one stings a little bit, but the kids battled. The kids played hard. The kids tried. I would say that was a pretty good defensive effort on our part. Our pitchers really battled, and we just struck out too many times.
And as you said, defense did play very well. I've only got you down for 1 error throughout the entire game. And then on top of that, only 1 walk throughout the entire time that your pitchers, they did really impress in the circle.
Yeah, I thought, we'll take giving up 4 runs. That's... in softball obviously is a little different than baseball. In baseball, you hope to hold them at, 1 or 2 for a good pitching game. But softball, the game is pretty fast. And so, we'll take 4 runs. And, I would say that we would try to match that, every game. But just didn't go our way today. Their pitcher had some rise on the ball, and we just had a tough time with it. And going back to work tomorrow and see if we can get ready to go out west and pick up a few wins.
Absolutely. And one player, I know I mentioned two hitting really well in that Saturday. One I didn't mention, I do want to give a shout to Madison Gerard. She hit very well during Saturday. She continued it today, 2 for 4 with a double and a home run. She's really, even when she's not in the circle, makes a big difference in the game.
Yeah, she's had a good couple games, and she had another good game today. I mean, she pitched really well today. She hit the ball well and found a way to get on base in the last inning. And, we had her right there, just couldn't quite get her in.
And now coming up, you've got a full week of practice, essentially. Well, 3 days, not a full
Yeah.
week, but you got 3 practices, and then you've got 3 games all within the span of Friday and Saturday. Kind of like what we just saw here. What are you looking to work on in practice, and what are you looking to do out west?
Just kind of our mantra for the year, right? Just keep swinging at good pitches, find a way to put the ball in play, and see if we can, find a way to compete. Everybody do a little something. Find something you can do to help your team.
For sure, and thank you so much, Coach, for the chat. I'll let you get back because there's a JV coming up here, and I know you'll want to be, in the dugout cheering on the JV team,
Yep.
coaching them
Yep.
as well, so I'll let you get to that. Thanks for the chat, and of course we won't be out there West River with you, but good luck in those games.
All right, thanks, Zach. We appreciate your coverage.
Again, that was head coach Jill Muth of the Yankton Gazelles here on our First Dakota National Bank postgame show. Again, we will not be with the Gazelles traveling out West River. My wife graduating with her master's degree on Saturday. That's something I should probably be at. So we'll then be covering the Gazelles next after that as they take on Beersford the following week, and we'll follow them the remainder of the season here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. That about wraps it up here for today. Have a great rest of your night. And if you're looking for some Vermillion baseball, Michael Schumacher on the call, live with it now on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.